Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rocket Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to the Big Bossman Roundtable with the big man in charge, the social media emperor, smartest dude on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Woodshed 1914 in the building. Woodshed, what's
Man,
good,
what's
bro?
going on? What's going on, bro? I can't call it, man. I can't call it. We got the All Star game coming up on the. I want to say it's the 18th was the actual game, right?
No.
Yeah.
Is it 18?
The weekend starts on. I think the weekend
Yeah,
starts on the
yeah.
16th, and the actual game I think is the 18th.
Okay.
So yeah, this. I mean, people talking about we need the All Star break. That ain't a lot of time.
That ain't a lot of time,
That ain't
bro.
a lot of time, man. I just want to start it off by saying I've been called a Tom Thibodeau stan before.
Okay.
Because I love that when we hired him, the least you were going to get was going to be an identity, right?
Right.
But not only did he install an identity, he installed a culture.
Right.
However, what we are starting to see, which was the same thing you saw in Chicago, which is around that fourth or fifth season, things really get established. Like he really got it going. Players start to break down. Like literally, players start to break down. Um, and that's really where the Knicks are. So if you look at the averages, you'll say, "Oh, well, our guys not playing any more minutes than any other team."
Yeah.
Well, in totality, that's correct.
Okay.
But routinely, we see guys play 12, 13, 14, 18 minutes in a row.
Right.
And everybody's not built for that.
Right.
Like, to be completely honest, with our guys out, we're a small team again. An,
Very.
ex- an extremely small team. And
Very.
say what you want to say about the referees. I get it. But the Houston Rockets exposed us. Even with the injuries, they had lengthy players everywhere.
Yep.
They had athletic players everywhere. The only guy they had, I think, that was playing that was under 6'4" was Aaron Holiday.
Yeah.
They had and I felt the reason I felt bad about that game, it wasn't the free throw disparity. It wasn't the refs. It was the fact that Jalen Brunson was getting knocked around like he was a halfback. And
Right.
nobody on the Knicks did anything. Like Dylan Brooks was snatching chains out there. And
Oh.
nobody did anything.
Oh my god. Oh.
Nobody did anything.
Oh my.
And this circles back to one point, and it was a lot of people on social media. Um, a lot of people on social media thinking that this team wasn't gonna miss Julius Randle. I'll tell you this: if Julius Randle was on the court, Dylan Brooks would not have done what he did.
Yeah.
Period.
Do we
It,
forget? Do we forget how big of a human being Julius Randle is sometimes?
yeah, we forget. I think we do. I think we do. It's only like five dudes in the NBA that are built like Randall.
Right.
So I'm serious. Brunson was getting knocked to the floor. They were intentionally tripping the dude, throwing elbows in his rib cage. Dylan Brooks knocking him down, staring over him like what? What y'all gonna do? Ain't no man out here.
Right. Right.
They got their chain snatched, freezing,
I
and
know.
nobody did anything.
I
I
noticed.
can I can take the loss. I can take a free throw disparity of 20, even though we shoot 14, 15 more shots in the paint.
Right.
I can even get over the humiliating call at the end of the game. But what I cannot get over, bro, is this team getting manhandled, man.
Being pushed
Like
around.
being pushed around like chumps, bro. Like you got an all-star point guard. If he hit the floor, one of their guys got to hit the floor. Period.
One of they guys got to get hit.
Period. Every
And
time Bronson hit the floor, one of your guys got to hit the floor. That's our crown jewel. That's our investment.
we gonna face that tonight too, bro. In case you didn't notice.
I
We
wouldn't play them. They're
so
going to knock dude around, bro. The same scenario. A lengthy team. They got two 6'10" monsters that can play point guard to center.
Right.
and Paulo and Wagner. They got the other Wagner who's nothing but a goon.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they got Anthony Black.
They
They
got
got
Jonathan Isaac.
right. Isaac is back. I
Yep.
mean,
They got
I'm gonna tell you,
Mentu is back. The kid from Auburn. You remember the super athlete from Auburn?
the Chuma kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he over there. I mean,
And
but
he was
I'm
something
telling you,
before. Remember, he was
he was tough.
probably Anthony Edwards' athleticism before he blew his
Yeah,
knees out. Remember him?
yeah, he was that Auburn team was tough.
Yeah. He wasn't as skilled as Anthony Edwards. I'm just talking about athleticism, pound for pound athleticism. Yeah, him.
I'm gonna say this: if Jalen Brunson hits the floor tonight, and nobody from the Orlando Magic hits the floor afterwards, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
We're gonna be right back on tomorrow doing the big boss.
I'm gonna have a problem with that because, like, bro, like, I promise you, they'll pay your fine.
Right.
They'll pay your fine, and we got Dylan Brooks on our team, but it's the nice version. We got Josh Hart. This is a nice version of Dylan Brooks. And I'm watching this game, bro. Maybe it's the football player in me, and I'm like, bro, like, Dylan is talking spicy. He's talking spicy. He cashing threes. He said, I don't give a damn about. I ain't respecting no Jalen Brunson. I'm picking him up from 94 feet, and ain't nobody gonna screen me and knock me out. Right. I'm gonna pick him up from 94 feet, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Right. Yeah, that man reminds me of to me, he's a 6'7" Cat Williams.
Bro, like,
that's what he doesn't look like to me.
He brought social media level trolling to the NBA court. And you know, people are saying, oh, we had injuries. Oh, we had this guy. Look, they didn't have Fred VanVleet. Torrey Eason was out, and Cam Whitmore was out. So they had guys out too. Am I saying those dudes are as good as Randall and OG? No, but they had guys out too. At the end of the day, their best player on the floor was Dylan Brooks. We had Jalen Brunson. We all
didn't add up, right? Something about that doesn't add up, right?
Something is not adding up. So like maybe I hate to even suggest this. Maybe Udoka got Tim's number. I don't know. But that team came out there, bro. They out physical the Knicks, and they knocked the Knicks around, bro. I mean, like, and my rule of thumb has always been: if the refs ain't calling it, okay, give them something to call.
Right.
Now, I'm not advocating for violence, but I'm saying give them something to call.
Right.
Oh, I touch him, and you want to blow the whistle? Okay. Right. I got a huge laceration around my throat where he choked me. You ain't calling. Okay. All right. Okay. I give you something to call.
That means
I give you something to call.
Lacerations around the neck.
Yeah. Okay. So, but that's the DNA of the Thibodeau teams in New York was, look, man, if we lose, we scrapping. If you knock one of our players down, we knock one of your players down.
Right.
You trip my all-star point guard, I trip your like it
should be right.
Yeah, and they fall back into the game, which is encouraging. But dog, like, it's no way Jalen Brunson should hit the floor 10 times in the game and none of their guys hit the floor, bro.
Right.
Like, I mean, if this keeps up, I don't see how Brunson makes it to the postseason. Like, he's already 6'0", 195 pounds, and he's hitting the floor 10 times a night. That's not sustainable, bro.
Right.
That's not sustainable. But not to languish too long on that game. The reason I said it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Every player is not built to play 38 minutes, but that 38 minutes is not 8 minutes in the first quarter, 7 minutes in the second quarter. You come back and play 6 in the third quarter, and then you play 10 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
The way Tibbs does it, it'll be, all right, I'm gonna play Dante 10 minutes and 41 seconds in the first quarter.
Right.
Then I'm gonna take him out, and I'm gonna bring him back in 2 minutes in the second quarter, and I'm gonna play him the rest of the second quarter. Yeah. Like, it's every player is not built for that. And we're seeing dudes break down. Like, these injuries, man, it's soft tissue and muscular stuff. It's hamstrings. It's elbows.
Is Dante gonna play tonight?
They said that a source inside the team said that it wasn't a serious injury and it's something that simply resting should resolve. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Free. I wouldn't play any of my starters. I would rest everybody. I call up everybody I can call up. I have a 7-man rotation. I would start McBride, Charlie Brown, um, Jacob Toppin, Bogey, and Burr. I would play straight bench play. Like it's to me, it's not really even worth because we can lose Orlando, still be 4 games up on them. Like Philly's still losing games. The Bucks are still losing games, thank God. So the standings aren't really going anywhere. The only triggering part is Cleveland continues to distance themselves.
Cleveland is hot as fish grease.
But the frustrating part about it is if we stay in that 4th seed, and let's say we do get out of the first round, it's probably a 90% chance, barring a major upset, we get Boston in the second round. Which you would rather.
What you want?
I would rather see them in the conference finals. That seems like the round that they have been prone to choke in, which is the conference finals.
So in that scenario that you mentioned, you have to be either 2 or 3 or 6 or 7.
Period.
In order to get Boston in the conference finals, you have to be 2 or 3 or 6 or 7.
Because look,
it can be 1, 4, 5, 8.
Yep. And see, here's the thing: like they've won so many games, bro. They would have to seriously bomb out, bro, to not be the first seed. Like they would have to. I'm talking about lose 15 of the final 20 games to bomb. So they're gonna be the 1 seed. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I'm saying we need to avoid them. I'd rather them have to catch a white hot Miami team in round 2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Prior to having to jump straight to those guys in round 2. So the seeding is very important. And if you have a way of because I'm pretty sure we got 3 games coming up with Philadelphia over these next 10 or 12 games. You need to sweep all 3 of them games.
You can put them away.
Now, you got to, because if you do that, then you give yourself so many ends. You already got 1 victory.
Though, have we played Cleveland once?
We played them twice, I think, and I think we won 1, and I think they won 1.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we won 1 and they won 1, but we played them twice so far. That Cleveland team, man, like I know we beat them in the playoffs last year. I think that experience was skewed in the sense that they only had 1 player with any kind of playoff experience, only 1 guy. And if people go back and look at it or think about it, they say, "Oh, he played bad," but that's the thing. Donovan Mitchell playing bad is 23.7 assists and 5 rebounds. So,
right.
Like, I'm not saying we can't beat them in a 7-game series. I think we can beat anybody in a 7-game series if we're healthy, but that's the biggest if in the world. If we're healthy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest if. We got 1 guy that's supposed to be evaluated again in a week and a half to have elbow surgery and OG. We got Randall, who technically should be pretty much good to go another week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, in a week and a half. Yeah, that's what they said.
So, I mean,
Yep.
We'll see. Every time we see Randall, he only have a sling on. So, and then with his non-shooting hand. Now, I will say this. If the playoffs are starting tomorrow, Randall will probably tell him, just saw it off. I'll play. Just saw it off. And I'll play. I just need one arm, not play. So I'm not worried about him in the playoff spectrum of things. But, man, like, it's just frustrating. Mitchell Robinson out. Isaiah Hardenstein is having Achilles issues. Randall shoulder issues. OG elbow issues. Had to have surgery.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Did you just see that report? Multiple people injured at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Shots fired.
I'm not surprised,
bro. It just make me so. It frustrates me so much. But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not surprised, bro.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Let's get off topic. Let's jump off topic for just a second. Patrick Mahomes, when you watch him, it's starting to feel like you're watching Michael Jordan on the football field. Because it didn't matter that the 49ers had like 5 all-pro players on offense and like 4 all-pro players on defense. Like,
Right.
none of that mattered. Well, the one constant thing was I just can't bet against number 15.
This is what I did.
Y'all about to
I
get
just can't.
y'all about to get your own Patrick Mahomes this draft coming up, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. I was looking at my little feed. You know how you get the sports feeds like Bleacher Report and stuff like that.
Right.
And I saw one pop up and it said that John Mara had replied to a fan letter, right? And the fan wrote a letter to John Mara and he was basically saying, look, man, y'all got to get rid of this Jones guy. Like he was saying that it really doesn't make sense to even bring the dude back for a 6th season. It don't make sense.
Right.
And supposedly now they said Mara replied and said, we appreciate your fandom and everything that you do. I don't think we're ready to give up on Daniel Jones yet, but we're going to let Joe Shane and Brian Dable decide if we need to draft a quarterback. So what I would like to happen is for them to just throw their nuts on the table, call Chicago. Look, man, we did business before to help you get Justin Fields.
Yeah.
What do you need for this first pick? Because when you watch the Caleb Williams play, like the off-platform stuff that he does, like the ability to escape, like if you could take Lamar's escapability, right, and his running ability, and you can take elements of Patrick Mahomes' arm, that's the talent level this kid has. That's the talent level. He's from DC, so he's a tough kid. And he played running back up until the 11th grade. And they said he was horsing around in practice throwing the football. And the coach stopped and looked for him and was like, he can throw.
That's our
and
guy.
the coach said, look, you ain't playing running back no more. You playing quarterback. So you have the guy has the skill set of an NFL running back, the arm of an all-pro quarterback.
Right.
And he's humble. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Very intelligent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people just think about what he did at USC. He was killing at Oklahoma too. If I'm the Bears, there is no way. And I love Justin Fields. But if I'm the Chicago Bears, there is no way possible that I do not draft this kid with the first pick.
Bro, we're going to trade him to the Giants, bro. We're going to trade that pick to the Giants.
Man, listen, I would take it. But I'm just being honest.
Until you hear what the offer is, until the offer starts with Kayvon Thibodeau and Andrew Thomas, then you're going to back out like, oh, no, that's too much.
Listen, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. When we talk about just sheer talent, because nobody knows how he's going to pan out, you have certain quarterback prospects that are situation proof, right? CJ Stroud coming out, I compared him to Andrew Luck. I said, this dude is situation proof, meaning that he can go to a team that doesn't have a great line, doesn't have a great running back, doesn't have a wide receiver 1, 2, or 3, doesn't have anything at tight end. And he's situation proof. He's still going to be productive. Bryce Young is not situation proof. He needs a line that can protect him because he can't take the hits in the pocket. He's not the best at throwing all the way down the field. So he needs guys that can get open underneath quickly and in a hurry, guys that can break tackles and get yacked.
Right.
Caleb Williams is the most situational proof quarterback I have seen as far as the college prospect since like Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Like his talent level is his physical talents are so high that you can drop him in any situation, he gonna make plays.
Yeah.
And you can't fault him for the team. People will say, oh, well, USC had a bad record. They lost like 5 games. Yeah, because they were giving up 40. No, I'm not joking. Their defense was giving up 40 a game.
Yeah, no, they were trash.
They were giving up 40-some a game. And now their offense was averaging 40-something, but their defense would come out. If they score 45, the defense would give up 46. You can't win like that.
You can't win like that.
But I know you're a Bears fan. Listen, I like Justin Fields too. To me, I think if the Giants got Justin Fields and he was in the backfield with Barkley, you got 2 home run hitters.
Yeah,
Defensive coordinator is gonna be up the night before that game, like I don't know what to do.
bro. I'm telling you. I'll tell you this. Justin Fields is such an underrated passer. I watch Chicago Bears games every week, right? Every week I watch all of their games from start to finish, right? And with us, if you double DJ Moore, the other receivers on the field can't catch, can't run routes, or can't read defenses. And so Justin will look and wait for them to get open, and then people will say he's holding the ball too long, right? But the reason why he's holding the ball too long is because dudes down the field are not doing anything that they expected when they call the play. If you saw how we lost the Cleveland Browns on a Hail Mary, the ball was deflected back to a wide receiver, and he dropped it in the end zone on a Hail Mary to the Cleveland Browns, bro. Right? Bro, there were games this year, bro. The Lions game, the one we lost to them because we beat them. We beat them the second time, but we should have beat them. We should have swept them, right? Bro, dudes is running the wrong route. Dudes is breaking in towards the safety instead of breaking out to open grass, right, to the sideline. They breaking in. Justin throwing it out is picked off. You know what they say? The Bears with another turnover.
Yeah,
And you're like,
and that's why you have to discuss what you actually see, because I'm gonna tell you, I can't even remember what game it was, but I know it was snow in the air, and there was a play where Justin Fields was in the red zone, and the defense was shading towards DJ Moore, and I saw him look off the safety and then pump fake, and he threw a pass, bro. It was literally on a frozen rope. I don't even know how he got it between 3 guys
against the Commanders.
That's the game.
Yeah,
To the corner of the end zone, and I'm watching this play, and I'm rewarding like that's some inhuman stuff.
Right.
But that's what franchise quarterbacks do. Now, a John Elway will do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A Randall Cunningham will do that. They do stuff to make you say, "Wow!" And that's always been my biggest beef with Daniel Jones. I'm watching a guy play for 5 years. Not one time has he made a play where I'm like, "Wow!"
Right.
I ain't never seen it.
The one play he looked superhuman. He fell down and tripped in the field.
Dude clocked 22 miles an hour and fell and got tackled by the grass. Like, I'm like, that's Daniel Jones. That's Daniel Jones. The requisite talent to be a good NFL quarterback is there. He's just not a gamer, bro.
Yeah, he's just not a gamer. I think the Giants should have sat him for 2 years and not even let him then. But it's too late for that now. But here's my thing. After the All-Star break, right? After the All-Star break, what do you expect from the Knicks? So we got about a week off. After tonight, we get a week off, right? About a week. So OG will still be out. Randall will still be out. Mitch will probably still be out. Don't know with Hartenstein. What do you expect? Where do you expect the Knicks to be about a week from now?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Looking at that schedule, we got Golden State on there. We got the Pelicans on there. We got Philadelphia on there twice. I think the only game that the Knicks will be favored in, barring them getting healthy, is going to be that Detroit game. Yeah. Chances are they may be the underdog in all of them other games, bro. So what I expect to see is I expect to see guys kind of hurry up and get back, with the exception of Randall and OG. But I expect to see the same thing that we're seeing, which is our core guys that are remaining play a ton of minutes, bro. I expect to see those guys play a ton of minutes. Don't like to see it. Actually hate to see it because we don't have any depth behind it. But right now is the time that you have to lean on Bogdanovich and Burks, dudes that have been on teams before where they played 30 minutes a game. So now is the time to lean on. Like tonight, oh, I go Deuce McBride, Burks. I don't even think I would play hard. I put Bogey at the 3. I put Precious at the 4. Sims at the 5. My bench would be Jacob Toppin, Charlie Brown, whoever else we got, bro. That's the way I would do it. I wouldn't play any of my main players. Taj Gibson. That would be my bench. I wouldn't play any of those other guys, bro.
Yeah.
Any of them. Try to give them an extended rest, an extended break. I don't care if you got to sleep in a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah.
Get you some rest. Like legitimately get you some rest. Because if we don't, it's gonna be the same story over and over again.
My only thing though is Tom Thibodeau is not one to concede losses.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's one of the battles you have to face with the Tom Thibodeau coach team is that he never surrenders. So that's
the gift of the curse.
The gift and the curse, yeah,
of a Tibbs team. And even when you should prioritize long term over short term, he's gonna try and win. So I mean, I expect Brunson to play tonight. Like he earned the All-Star bid, man. Let that man sit out. This game don't matter. Let him sit out, get his ankle ready, get healthy, get hydrated, get ready to go win the All-Star MVP. You know, that's what my folks will be on. But like I expect him to probably play 30 minutes a game tonight. But what I would like to see is, let's say, for example, if at any point, like the last game against Houston, let's say early third quarter, we down 16 again.
Yeah.
Just let him have it, bro.
You waving the white flag.
Just let him have him. And I'm putting my backups in. I'm calling up every G League guy I can call up, man. And I'm like, man, just whatever. Because the last thing we need is another injury. Like that's the last thing we need.
We need another injury.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, these dudes get paid to play basketball, but this game, it ain't worth it, man.
Okay.
It ain't worth it.
So one last thing before we get out of here, right? Before we get out of here, I want to put something on record, right? I want you to officially put something on wax that we can go back to. Is this team right now, can this team win 50 plus games?
I'm gonna be honest, even with the injuries, it would be hard for them not to, bro. Like because we got 33 wins now?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how many games are left. 82 games in the season.
So what do we have? Like 29, 28 games left, whatever the number is?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what that number is because I'm thinking that if we just play like 500 ball the rest of the way, we'll still win 50 games because they went on that insane stretch where they went 16-3. So if they don't win 50, something went terribly wrong. I'm pretty sure the Knicks are like 33-21, which will be 54 games. So they got 28 games left.
So Cowboy Bob says we have to go 17-11 the rest of the way.
Ooh, I don't know.
17-11 the rest of the way.
12
won't do it.
Nah, it won't. I don't know. I thought it was 28, 29 games left. It is. I mean, I think it's possible. I'd be kind of disappointed if they don't do it. But as long as they stay in that battle, I'll put it this way. As long as they don't fall past the 4th seed, then, okay, I can live with going 49-33. Now, what that means is you ain't finished the season that well. You finished the season 16-12, which means that you played just above 500 balls. So, personally, I think the 50 games is something that we should shoot for, but I would hope that Thibodeau wouldn't sacrifice, long-term health trying to get it, because these are humans. Coaches do care about their record. I don't care what they tell you.
Yeah. Coaches
care about their record, and players care about their stats. So I think we should. To be honest, we should win 52, 53 games. Just being honest.
Oh! You say it with your chest. So you say
I'll say that they should finish. They will Finish the season 51-31.
So 18-10 down the stretch.
18-10. 18-10. But and you know why? Because not only does this team possess talent, now this is within reason. Now if Randall just don't come back for some reason, or OG just don't come back, okay, scratch it. But if they're moderately relatively healthy, they can go 18-10. And the reason being is that down the stretch, these other teams gonna close down shop. Thibodeau gonna inch, scratch, and claw for every win. So I think they'll finish 18-10, 51-31, which will put them right there in that third seed, fourth seed somewhere. I don't see anything happening where Cleveland just falls off the face of the earth. So although it would be nice, I think the second seed is a wrap. But I think they'll go 51-31.
Okay.
Most wins since 2013? So most wins in a decade.
Okay. All right. So you got anything to say to everybody before we get out of here?
Man, just a normal man. Listen. When people talk, listen. You don't have to agree. Listen. Come to an understanding because you can learn something from every conversation, especially when it comes to the Knicks.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for rocking with us, boss.
All right. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, man. Y'all enjoy.
Yeah, man. Happy Valentine's Day, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Peace, everybody.